Just want to make sure his mic was on.
Are we good?
Just watching. We're here now again with another person. I'll tell you, we bring some great people here to the LDM show. Where she finds them, I don't know. She searches, looks for them, and if she likes them, she will be inviting them. So we have Admiral. Let me say your name.
Admiral. Admiral, like the military leader.
Oh,
Admiral.
it is like that. I thought I was saying it wrong at first. I was like, nah, it can't be that. It sounds like a military thing.
Yeah.
So it is.
We'll get to that, though.
Oh, wow. So you're in the military? Or?
No, I'm not in the military, but it's kind of the persona in terms of which I carry in terms of the music. So that's my stage name. So like I said, we'll break that down. And the whole concept, everything that we talk about is kind of wrapped around the discipline of the military, kind of inspiration for me.
Okay, which is good, because a lot of people would, I guess, relate.
Absolutely.
But tell the people what you're doing.
Well, my name is Admiral, aka Chance Simmons. I'm the founder and CEO of Glory Ave Entertainment. I'm also a hip hop artist, songwriter, event producer, etc. So. Wear a lot of hats.
Too much on the list. Yeah, but I've seen that you have your show and you're doing like that. Talk a little bit about your show. Like, what is it about?
Well, we actually have three shows, three separate shows. So basically, we do independent artist platforms around the city, around the tri-state area now. So currently we have an event called Destroy and Rebuild. So that is our one of our longest running events that we have now. So basically, we do events monthly, basically featuring up-and-coming hip-hop talent from around the tri-state area. We also have another platform that we have at Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar in Midtown called I Am Song. So that one is geared around singers and spoken word artists.
Oh, okay.
So we have one brand new platform that we actually just launched about 3 weeks ago called Golden Voices, and actually that's an event geared around vocalists. So it's brand new. So we have a lot going on.
Which is good. With all these things. But on your hip hop thing, is it all type of categories in the hip hop?
Yes, all trap, boom, bap, all inclusive. It's all inclusive for that particular event, and we actually incorporate some R&B acts in that event as well. Right. Just that. The sound needs to just fit the environment, so we kind of cater it around to a certain sound that,
That's understandable because you can't have jazz in a hip hop area,
Right, it just doesn't balance, so it just has to fit in.
Okay.
Like modern day R&B typically will fit the environment. The traditional, like the balladeers and things like that, typically that's probably not so much for them, environment wise. So we kind of make sure that we have an event for everyone. So
which is good.
Nobody's left out.
And you guys, like I always said, you have to, if you're an independent artist, you have to branch out, and find these people that is doing, like, they always asking me, we're not the only ones that have independent platforms, There
Absolutely.
are other people that have independent platforms, which you'll see my artist here, and then you probably see the artist on his show or vice versa, And it's because of that reason we're doing it for the independent artists. It's just like a TV station. You see them on Murray, and then you'll see them on another show.
Exactly.
That was a bad thing.
Bad example.
Yeah, they won't be on Murray, but you know what I mean.
We get the picture.
Yeah, which is good. And I like that. The hip hop stuff. We have the Independent Music Awards every year. So
great.
Anytime you guys feel like if you have an independent artist that you think is good, shoot them out. We play them on the radio, and people vote for them. We don't do the voting. We let the fans do the voting.
And that's how it always should be. Let the fans do. Let the fans speak. Let their voice be heard.
Yeah, which is good and bad, because if you do not vote, then you get someone that wins
who really doesn't deserve it.
Exactly, or not even deserve to be a nominee.
We've seen that before.
Yeah,
I've definitely seen that during my time.
Yeah, which is weird. And then they complain about it.
Yeah.
Like, how he won because you didn't vote.
You didn't vote and your people didn't vote either.
Yep, we just pulled the Trump out there, so, you know. Yeah, I just got to say, you know. But, so what made you make these events, first of all, the hip-hop events and all that?
Well, the roots for me when it came to the events, like I came up as an independent artist. So I was doing, showcases around, mainly around New York City, but also the tri-state area. And, quite honestly, there was just a lot of people doing it with ill intentions and just doing it wrong.
Yes.
So that was kind of what sparked my brain to even think about it. Because I saw so many talented people just in my travels and people I've done shows with and performed with. And I see the feeling that people were coming out of these shows with. They were feeling defeated and just feeling like, they didn't gain anything from the experience of the event. Whether they were being ripped off,
right.
Or the show wasn't produced well and things like that. They were sold something else than what was delivered.
What it was.
So that was kind of a motivation for me to start. So a DJ that I was working with kind of put the idea in my head to say, listen, you're very knowledgeable about this stuff. Maybe you might want to do one. So initially my platform was one. So that was kind of how we got started.
Well, it's always good to do I would say do two at least, because the first one never really pops up like that.
It's true, and you don't know everything either.
Yeah. And you'll be like, wow, I should have done this better. So always do two, and then the second year you can see if it's how good it's going to go.
And it's funny, we've been doing shows for some time now, and it's always tweaks and adjustments that you continue to make, even to this day, like things that we've done in the beginning.
I don't think you ever get to that.
There's nothing as a perfect
every
event.
year I'll be like, once we get to that point, we're good. It's fourth year that I'm doing a couple of events and I haven't got to that point. Yeah, I don't know what that point is. I just going to try to keep doing better and better.
And you always want to improve yourself, so anything that you do.
And it was something that you said about, they don't come fulfilled because they oversell it to them and stuff like that. That's one thing I don't like.
And it's rampant.
Yeah, they come to me and they be like, wow, this was way better than you even said it. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't,
That's a better reaction, but that's why you don't understand it, because you have to be in their shoes to kind of understand it, because they may have been burned 4, 5, 6 times prior to them coming across something that you're doing and had a positive experience with that. So they're extra appreciative when that comes around because they didn't think it existed. And that's kind of what we come across that a lot too.
And that's the reason why we made the Independent Music Awards, because we wanted to see more than just R&B or hip hop. So we bring country, jazz, independent music, just loving music. And like you said, you came up as an independent artist. What did you bring as an independent artist to your business? Like,
experience. The main thing that I know is that a lot of the experiences that the artists are going through, and some of them experience it for the first time, I've kind of already dealt with it. I've had deals and things of that nature that went sour. I've been sold things that didn't turn out to be what they were. I had good experiences as well.
Right.
But I learned from both. So what I was able to do is I was able to incorporate things that I learned that worked, and then things that I didn't want involved, I made sure that those things didn't become a part of what our events were about.
I like that. It's like if you need a heart transplant, you go to a heart specialist.
That's it.
Basically. And which is good, because a lot of people don't, like they say, oh man, I wish I could do this better. But then when they have the opportunity, they don't do it.
Exactly.
And I like that you're doing that, and especially for the independent artists. But you still performing yourself?
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually campaigning an album right as we speak.
Right.
And I'm not sure if you guys got any music, but definitely we have.
Do we have one of his songs? No. We'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah. During the commercial break, we'll find it. We got my little set. Y'all don't see him though, but he running in the bottom of the screen and stuff like that. Like I say, when you bring your kids to work day, and we're live. You know what I'm saying? That's why we pause. We're like, what, this
the grind never stops.
Yeah. But tell me a little bit about your song.
Yeah, so I have, like I said, I have a new project right now. We're actually campaigning called Decorated, a Survivor Story. And like the term decorated, honestly, it ties into my name. Basically, in my interpretation, being decorated is being a survivor. You know, surviving. Basically, for me, I'm a survivor of the streets. You know, and the correlation to the military is just like when your soldiers come home from war and they live with honor, live by principles. Those are decorated soldiers. So as far as me, so that's the correlation of where that comes from. So the name of my album is Decorated a Survivor Story. So basically, it's an autobiography of my experiences.
And I like that because they do call like people in the streets. They call them my soldiers and my friend. So it does make a lot of sense, especially if you can survive in the 80s, 90s, and stuff like that in here. You know,
absolutely.
You pretty much was a soldier.
Exactly. You're still here to tell your story.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. If half of the stories that some of these people that I interview, I was like, wow, you know. And some of the stories I had, like people were like, and you survived all this.
Exactly. Yes. We're very blessed people, you know.
Well, yeah. And I guess that's what keeps guys like us more humble and more understanding, you know, because we went through it. And we don't want to go back through, you know.
And it gives you perspective, though. It gives you perspective on like things that you can share with other people too. You know, like my story is my story, but when it comes to the music, a lot of people can relate because some situations have been similar. You know, some people have experienced some of the same, you know, same hardships and same things that I went through coming up. So I always try to make relatable music, you know, in my own.
Either they've been there, they know someone that's been there, or a similar story. He could be talking about a girl, but you had a story about a guy that was in the same situation. Exactly. So, you know, vice versa. There's always one story is 1 million persons headaches and stuff like that. They've been through it too.
Exactly.
So what other songs you have on this new LP?
All right, so we actually have a video out now that we just released, which was the lead record called Echoes of the Back Blocks. So basically, this is kind of a cinematic type of record. Basically giving you like just a visual of just the upbringing and just our experiences of the streets. I have two artists that I featured on the record. One, his name is Status, from the River Park Tower section of the Bronx. High Bridge, and also another artist named Deuce Biggs, also from the Bronx, and they featured on the record with me and just helped me tie it all together.
And this is on YouTube already?
Yes, it is. It's on YouTube now.
You know what? We're going to take a short commercial break. I'm going to help the engineer find this YouTube video. When we come back, we're going to talk more with him, and then we're going to play that video.
Yes, sir.
So you guys can see what he's all about. We'll be right back.
Proceed direct.
To live in this community today may be to share in an inhuman existence. One must learn from implausible models the speciality of survival. One must be as relentless in the pursuit of this survival as these tough city pigeons, with hands to steal, legs to run, eyes that view life and death, which may, unless one is stronger than the strong, crush whatever human sensibilities there are left remaining.
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Big screen of little dreams. Welcome to the back blocks. We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black top. They left us for dead and wonder why we seeing red on these back blocks. Raised on a lost block of fire and brimstone where fiends roam. It's real life, walking dead in the school zone. Young and seeing red with blue chrome to see their names known. Surrendered they souls, them hearts cold. Block on sizzle, no ozone. The visible eyes haunt the block of them black domes and drones. While the sun finds sleep, them skies turn dark. Mother screams and sirens harmonize in the park, and it's lit. Bright sparks, yellow ribbon, white chalk, guns and palms to these cowardly hearts toward the park foul laws that made it hard to see a life off the block. And them plain clothes moving like Matlock, the bank stop.
Shut at 11 o'clock at night. The streets here, the sidewalks here are almost deserted, but at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they are packed. And they were packed this afternoon with children who'd just gotten out of school and families, adults, people walking around. And all those folks, when the gunfire started, had to run for it.
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Have-nots. Big screen of low dreams. Welcome to the back blocks. We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black top.
You already know about this one. I got
They
you.
left us for dead and wonder why we seeing red on these back blocks.
Niggas saying dudes done lost it. Of course, bitch, I'm feeling like my soul is tortured. Manic depressive under pressure, I'm nauseous. Even winners be cutting they losses. Proceed with caution. Let's talk, take a step in my office. Tear the roof off this bitch, then toss it. Ain't with no flossing. I'm by my lonely like an orphan. From the cradle to the grave, all black in my coffin. It's about time I testify. With a reverend, saying that I'm going off the juice. I need a beverage. Grind with my brethren with no severance, and I still get that upper hand with no leverage.
Candidate Ronald Reagan, the South Bronx, August 1980.
I'm trying to tell you, I can't do a damn thing for you if I don't get elected.
Ronald Reagan did get elected, of course. In the South Bronx, a year later, the question is, what did he do for them?
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Have-nots. Big screen of lost dreams. Welcome to the back blocks.
Welcome to reality.
We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black.
Hey, yo, Admiral, what up, comrade?
They left us for dead and wonder why we seeing red on
Hey, yo,
these
let's
back
put
blocks.
this pain in.
Back blocks.
Yeah. This for that youngin' who gave a pushing the rock on the black top to supply crack rocks and back blocks. For my have-nots, who ironically risk it all just to have nots in they stash spots. This is life here. Hopes and dreams for victim to shattered nightmares. Flames from the light flare. To strip your life bare for your night air. So you gotta keep your circle tight at all times. Square. Insomniacs wealthy off crime life. Take a bite of the rotten apple for the limelight. Corruption of the greed and the bad seed cause deprivation. Welcome to the city that never sleeps. New York niggas.
On these streets, the youth of the South Bronx is molded and educated in the rules of the survival game.
Last night when I was in the house, I heard a shot and they put a man by a car and he was dead and the cops came this morning and he was on the floor and he had one shoes on his feet, only one shoes, and they robbed his money.
Hello and welcome back to the LDM Show. You were just listening to the draft on the LDM radio station, an independent artist. Remember, the 2019 Independent Music Awards are out, so you got to go on and vote for these guys so they can win on the 2019. And this Saturday is the 2018 Independent Music Award. Winners are going to be announced at the red carpet. That's going to be great. I'm still like trying to find out who will win. And I can't wait till.
Oh, you're in the dark too, so you have no clue what's going on.
When that envelope opens up, you know. And then a shout out to Javier Lewis, who's going to be giving the Latin awards out. He was the 2017 Latin Award winner. So he's passing the torch. But his message was he's passing the torch, but watch out for 2019. So he came out with some new songs that he's going to be popping up. But again, we're here. We're talking a little bit about businesses and his songs and stuff like that, which is, I wish we had like a long time because we're in the same type of boat. We came from the same type of
and we're going to build more about that too.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we're doing pretty much the same things, helping up independent artists as well. So
we all we got.
Hey, you know, the great thing is the platforms for the independent artists are growing, but it's still not there.
No.
It's still not there. I don't see it there where I can imagine it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the potential is like I said, the potential is limitless. Like I said, we're just really scratching the surface in terms of what the big plan is.
Right.
And I'm just speaking from our end on what we're doing. But there's definitely plenty of opportunities out there. I think just the more that we get educated to how we can help the culture, educate ourselves, to create different things, because there's opportunity there for everyone.
Yes.
If it's done collectively.
Yeah. You know what? I had a question because it was a question on Facebook from my friend Elvis Black. He put up, he's another promoter as well. He said, is an independent artist good enough to get paid? Should they be getting paid?
Well, I believe in any profession, anyone who considers themselves a profession, does deserve to be paid. Yes. But when it comes to entertainment, it's a little bit different in the respect that there's a lot of artists, and I've come across this just from doing the events. Artists need to understand their worth to anything that they're involved in. So if it comes to a show, say for example, I've had artists say that they command this price for them to be part of an event, or they don't pay to be involved in events and things like that. And I understand the argument, but they have to prepare themselves to explain their worth. Like I said, when it comes to anyone who's producing an event in particular, remember, they're financially responsible for that event. So which means the people that they want to book on their card need to generate income for that event, for them to continue to be able to do so.
That's exactly what I said on the comment.
Right.
Only if they can bring in people in the seats.
And that's it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Any artist, and like you said, and this goes mainstream, independent, it doesn't make a difference. The ones who can command the top dollar are the ones who can put the people in the seats. Bottom line.
That's exactly what I said on that comment. And it's because of that. And I put down, if you want Beyonce money, you better have Beyonce fans.
Bottom line.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I also agree with one of the comments. They said, well, some of these promoters, they making money and still don't want to pay the artists. That I don't understand, because if you are selling tickets and making a profit, maybe shoot them up a little travel money or something,
And there's a lot of different things that you can do. One thing I can tell you, like with our events, we have events that there are no fees involved, and we have some that do cost, and it all depends on the agreement with the venues. That's kind of dictates what we do, because that's where our expenses come from.
Yes.
So in the event that we do have anyone, have to pay any fees, basically they have the opportunity to make that money and make profit for themselves as well. So we don't we don't want artist money. And our thing is that we just want a successful event, we want a good turnout, and we want a good performance.
Yeah, because
that's all that we're looking for.
And I like the way you just said it, plain and simple, and that's what I keep trying to tell a lot of people. Just with the music awards that's coming Saturday, the tickets were $10, and someone was like, only $10? Because but if you don't know, and I said all the 120 seats, all that 120 seats of $10, which not 120 seats are for the performers and the staff. And so we only sold 100 tickets. All that money went straight into renting, straight into
into the expenses.
Exactly. So if we wanted to make a buck, we would have been selling $40 tickets, $50 tickets.
Right.
But we just want a good event where the independent artist feels good.
And that's what it's about. Like I said, when you're saying it's an award show, right? That's the feel. It's an award show. You're celebrating the artist. So that's how it's supposed to feel. Whatever needs to be done to make that happen, as a producer of the show, that's what you're going to do. So we kind of look at it the same way. It's all about the experience.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you, like with the show, right? With the Destroy and Rebuild show that I mentioned earlier, that show originally was a local monthly show that we were doing. We actually stopped the show in the summer of 2015 to revamp it. So I took maybe about a year and a half without doing the show, and we relaunched it in January. In January was our official relaunch, and we decided to turn the event to a tour, so we can increase our reach, you know, in our base, you know, and build the expand the network. So what we did was we did 4 shows in New York to start the tour, right. And now we just did our first show in New Jersey early in the month, and it was amazing, like absolutely amazing. So we have another show, I think, on the 28th of this month in New Jersey. That'll be our last stop in New Jersey. Then we're going to Philadelphia after that to do a couple of shows as well. So we're going to gradually building our base and building our network up. So that was kind of the game plan on what we're doing.
Which is good. Sometimes you do have to like take a step back and say, you know what, let me see what I could do better, or what went wrong and stuff like that, and not just continue going down the hill.
You always have to reinvent yourself and come up with new ways to keep everything fresh. You know, keep fresh and exciting. And remember, there's always new people. Like this type of platform, there's people around the country, around the world who want to be a part of something like this.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of towns that, like, you know, even in New York, there's a ton of small towns who don't have any exposure to any of this stuff. So like I said, you bring that stuff to their towns, it's very welcome.
That's one of the things that we wanted to do. And then when we opened up the Skype interviews, so many artists wanted to, and from our first one was Argentina, then we had one from Tennessee, and then where was the lady from? And Alaska. Wow. So, you know, we reached out to these people to say, we see you from here, in the States, from the Bronx. We watching you, and we want to bring you on. So that's the reason for that.
Great. It's great.
And it helps, because if you're an independent artist, like we just had Tiffany Janelle on.
Very talented.
And she's from Philadelphia, and she said the same thing. When she seen an email saying a show wanted her from the Bronx, she was like, wow, they seen me? Yeah, we see you.
Exactly.
You know, and we're trying our best, and then to get together with like Admiral and other people to push it out more. Because people are scared of network. Like, I won't have another show on my show. Like, what?
It happens a lot too.
Why? That's why I don't understand
that. It completely defeats the purpose of what we're doing.
And networking is all about. I never understood that. I still be in my house like, why? Like,
unfortunately, like in New York, we probably see that more than anyone else.
Right.
If you go in different regions of the country, you'll see they're not as much competitive amongst themselves, and they're willing to network for the sake of the region.
Right.
Like, say for example, if it's an artist, right, and this artist is just got hot, you know, out of nowhere, and they're getting a lot of traction, you'll see the whole town come out for this person, whether they have a relationship with them, they know the person or not. Oh, someone's doing something big in the city. We're coming out. In New York, that's not the case. You know, and I love my city. I love my city, but that's not the case.
And y'all guys were complaining while I was talking bad about New York. Another guy said the same thing I've been saying. They don't come out unless it's something for them.
Right. It's very self-serving, unfortunately.
Yeah. Because I had one, I forgot his name. He came on, and the first thing he asked me was, "Am I able to talk about my other show?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're a guest. You know, if you don't, I'm going to ask you anyway."
Yeah.
Like,
so I guess he was being respectful, but
because but he told me he went on another show, and they was like, you can't talk about other shows, only about your song.
Wow. I don't think he'll be back.
If he does, that's on him.
I don't think he's going back.
But I didn't understand that. You know, like you said, maybe he was being respectful, but I think it's like he was shocked. Like, maybe all the shows are like that? No. I'm like, I don't care. You talk about your talk show. You talk about everything, because guess what? When you go to your talk show or your platform, you're going to be like, hey, thank you to the LDM for having me on. So now it's a network thing that happens, you know, and everyone knows each other. So that's the great thing to keep it up. But we're going to show you a video. Break it down for the people again.
Okay, so this is the first single off the Decorated album. We call this Echoes of the Back Blocks. Directed by Mike Spitz of EQ Studios. Check it out.
And now you have, who features it?
Oh, you're featuring Status and Deuce Biggs. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, ain't this the one that you featured?
I don't want my boys waiting for me outside after the interview.
It's all you now. It's all you, right? Hey, we're gonna come right back right after this video, but check it out, enjoy it, and if you like it, you know what you have to do. You have to comment below and give the thumbs up, you know, because independent artists, no matter who it is, would like to know if you like it or not, so they can make themselves even better. So we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
One must learn from plausible models speciality of survival. One must be as relentless in the pursuit of survival as these trusted individuals with hands to steel, legs to run, eyes that light and death, which may once strong, crush whatever sensibility is wrong.
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Big screen on long trains. Welcome to the back blocks. We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black top. They left us for dead and wonder why we seeing red on these back blocks. Raised on a lost block of fire and brimstone where fiends roam. It's real life, walking dead in the school zone. Young and seeing red with blue chrome to see their names known. Surrender their souls, them hearts cold. Block on sizzle, no ozone. Invisible eyes, caught the block in them black domes and drones while the sun finds sleep. Them skies turn dark, mother screams of sirens. Harmonize in the park and it's lit. Bright sparks, yellow ribbon, white chalk, guns and palms. Cities cowardly hearts toward them. Park outlaws that made it hard to see a life off the block. And them plain clothes moving like Matlock and bank stop.
Streets here, the sidewalks here are almost deserted. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they are packed. And they were packed this afternoon. Children who just got out of school and families, adults, people walking around. All those when the gunfire started had to run for it.
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Big screen on long trains. Welcome to the back blocks. We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black top.
You already know about it. I got you.
Dead and wonder why we seeing red on these back blocks.
Niggas saying dudes done lost it. Of course, bitch, I'm feeling like my soul is tortured. Manic depressive under pressure, I'm nauseous. Even winners be cutting they losses. Proceed with caution. Let's all take a step in my office. Tear the roof off this bitch, then toss it. Ain't with no flossing. I'm by my lonely like an orphan. From the cradle to the grave, all black in my coffin. It's about time I testify. With a reference, saying that I'm going off the juice. I need a beverage. Grind with my brethren with no severance, and I still get that upper hand with no leverage.
Candidate Ronald Reagan, the South Bronx, August 1980.
I'm trying to tell you, I can't do a damn thing for you if I don't get elected.
Ronald Reagan did get elected, of course. In the South Bronx, a year later, the question is, what did he do for them?
Welcome to the hell of the have-nots. Big screen on long trains. Welcome to the back blocks.
Welcome to reality.
We know it well. Yellow tape, white chalk on his black.
Hey, yo, everyone, what up, comrade?
They left us for dead and wonder why we seeing red on
Hey, yo,
these
let's
back
put this
blocks.
pain in. Yeah. This for that youngin' who gave a push in the rock on the black tops and supply crack rocks and back blocks. For my have-nots, who ironically risk it all just to have knots in they stash spots. This is life big. Hopes and dreams for victim to shattered nightmares. Flames from the light flare. The strip your life bare for your nightmares. So you gotta keep the circle tight at all times. Swear. Insomniacs love you off crime. Take a bite of the rotten apple for the limelight. Corruption of the greed in the bad scene. Cause deprivation. Welcome to the city that never sleeps. New York, nigga.
The youth of the South Bronx must know this
Last night when I was in the house, I heard a shot and they put a man by a car. He was dead. The cops came running and he was on the floor. And he had one shoes on his feet. Only one shoes. They bagged the money.
Right, they still don't close it down because it's constantly going to be put in that place.
Oh, yeah.
They'll never.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay.
Guys are on in. There.
Hello and welcome back. And again, you just seen the video going on there. So comment below, thumbs up, you know, if you like it. If you didn't like it, after the video, just let us know. Because I know you're going to watch it pre-recorded. If you're watching on BronxNet, go to Facebook, look his name up or our name and tell him how do you like his music and find out more about him. Actually, tell them where they can find you at.
Well, you can find me on social media at Admiral11, Admiral, 2 1s. You can find me that on Instagram, Twitter. On Facebook, it's Admiral X1. Admiral X1 on Facebook. And you can also check out the website, gloryavent.com. That you'll find all my content there.
Okay, guys, watch it. We were talking behind on commercial break, so I didn't really get to see the whole video, so I'm gonna watch it just like you guys, probably pre-record it and enjoy it. Plus, I love to watch videos when I can just sit and relax and get the whole impact anyway. So you guys comment below how you like their songs, and if you are around his area, go to his events. And if you are an independent artist, how can they contact you to be in your event?
Well, if you want to get involved or you want information on any events, you can contact us at gloryavevents@gmail.com. Again, that's gloryavevents@gmail.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get that because we forgot to put it down or whatever, it's going to be on the website as well. We're making a new page on the LDM website where it's going to be telling the stories of the guests that were here, the information and all that. Because a couple people was like, oh, I didn't get to see it in time, or I didn't hear them. So we're going to be putting up on the website to help the guests out a little bit more. So when is the next event?
Our next event, we actually have 2 events coming up. We actually have our R&B event called I Am Song at Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar on 254 West 72nd Street on July 21st. And we have our next Destroy and Rebuild event on July 28th in Newark, New Jersey. So if you want any information on that event, contact the email that I just mentioned, gloryavevents@gmail.com.
That's good. When you said the R&B thing, that's great because I don't really see that. I see like jazz clubs, hip hop clubs, you know, but not really something straight for the R&B.
Yeah, that was actually part of the motivation for that too. We just thought there was a void,
void in there. And I love R&B, like, you know. And
much different vibe.
Yeah, it is. Like I was just saying with the other interviewer that hip hop and R&B, when they put them together, sounds good. If they put a rock song and then all of a sudden an R&B singer comes out, it makes it even good. You know, it's like, and why do they avoid it?
It's music. At the end of the day, it's music, and like I said, you do not want to exclude people out of anything because music is to bring people together. That's what
And I think it's because it's more positive music, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
I love when hip hop artists do. We got comments. I hear the laughters.
Sometimes I guess Admiral is giving shout out to everyone. Bella said, shout out to Bella. I love it.
Yeah.
We have funny people in the comment rooms.
Big
Bella, Bella works.
She probably Bella's the event coordinator for Glory Ave Entertainment, and also she set us up. She got us got us connected too.
She's the one that's been talking back and forth to the PR. So shout out to Bella.
So if you need your event put together, you might want to get in contact with us, and Bella will get you hooked up.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if you're on the chat room or on the app on the chat room, she just commented, so you know her name is there. So click on her name and get with her, and you can probably be in one of his events as well. And then vice versa. If you guys, I'm gonna be throwing some names to him as well during the course of the time. But I'm only throwing. I'm gonna say this straight out, so don't get mad if I don't throw your names out. I'm only throwing names to him of independent artists that I see are doing something, not
Absolutely.
one hit and think they're gonna get out there. No, doing stuff in their lives, positive things. These are the independent artists that we're trying to help.
Absolutely.
You know, the father during the day, working, and then he's a rapper. Like, these are the type of people that we want to throw out there, the inspirationals. So that's why I don't give so much names out, because I don't see them doing nothing.
No free press.
No, you know what I'm saying? I don't. And it's like some of them call me, oh, why you didn't call me for an event? What have you done?
I get that.
The last time I seen you was 2013.
Actually, like I said, a lot of artists, unfortunately, are delusional when it comes to like where they are with their careers, and just think that they're owed something.
Right.
You know, like I said, we don't have any business established for me to personally reach out to you for anything. I don't discriminate with any artist.
Right.
Every artist, when it comes to working with us, they get the same communication. It's all the same. If artists have built a rapport and built a good relationship with us, yes, those people we will actually reach out to if we and because we have established a relationship.
Oh yeah.
But we don't single anyone out and say, all right, we're going to give this person preferential treatment.
Yeah.
No, we're very fair.
Reach out.
Just reach out. Just like you see what we're posting. You see
Yeah.
we're promoting constantly. So there's no way, if you know who we are, you don't know what we're doing. It's just not possible.
Oh my God, he said it so perfectly, because I had a performer who was like, hey, why you didn't tell me about the music awards? Really?
Really?
We were talking about 2018 awards in 2017. You know what I'm saying? And now we're talking about 2019 awards already in 2018, and we're posting it up. We have videos of the nominees. And you clicked on like on a couple of them. Come on.
And you click the like button.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, really? Like, I don't say nothing to them, but in my mind, I'm like,
there's no need.
yeah. But you guys, if you do contact, yes, we're gonna help. And if you are constantly promoting yourself, that is so great, because we can't promote as much as you could promote yourself. You know?
Absolutely. Like I said, it's a give and take type of situation. Like, we help you, just make sure that you pass the message on, because there's artists just like you, who are looking for the same thing. They're looking to build their networks just like you and build those relationships. So don't keep it to yourself.
Yeah. And I love that. Like shout out to E.Nigma, who's a rapper, Timothy Bowden, who's a rapper, because I got a couple of singers and rappers said, hey, E.Nigma told me to contact you.
There you go.
This guy told me to contact you. Jesse Vega does it. Fabian. I can go down the list of people that constantly send people to us because they blew up or they had an impact.
And they respect what you're doing. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, that's a telling sign when someone really appreciates what you're doing, is when they extend that to someone else. No one's going to sit there and promote something to someone else if they don't believe in it themselves. Yeah. They're just not going to do it.
Or they just probably just greedy. They believe in it, but they just like...
Oh, they're going to keep it to themselves.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to grow. I want to be bigger. I want to be bigger. And then you wind up not being bigger because you didn't promote someone else. Because if I say to him, hey, Admiral, there's a good show you can go to. Well, guess what? When he sees a good show, he's going to call me. Hey, Charles, there's a good show you should go to. And it can continue the relationship.
It's all about building.
Way. Yes, it is. And don't be shocked if I'm one of his events and screaming and yelling. Yes, I do that. I go to people's events and I'll be like, yay! And nobody's behind me, no cameras, no nothing. It's just me, hanging out. That's what we love to do, because people be like, oh, LDM is here. No, it's Charles.
Charles is here.
Well, we tried so many times to go to events and people were like, oh, LDM show, I see y'all. How you doing? No.
I'm just here.
I'm just here enjoying the music.
I'm enjoying
I went to the jazz club because I love jazz and country. I went to the jazz club with Monique Brown, and John Gordon. And they shouted me out, and I'm like, oh, I was just here
I just want to be discreet.
But, I love doing that. I like supporting music and stuff like that because I'm a music lover. I'm not a singer, not a rapper. Well, I sing a little country, that's about it. But
I love music.
Yeah, I love music, so I prefer just going and watching you guys. But what's next? What's next for you besides the song that you just popped up?
Well, so basically, I've really been focused on the events. This first half of the year, we're really picking up momentum. So I'm really excited about that. I'm looking to recruit a couple of artists to add to the talent roster. We've made some changes over the past year or so. So I'm looking some fresh eyes. So like through the events, I like to do that as well. I don't tell anybody.
Right.
But I'm scouting at the same time, trying to see if we can add some pieces to what we're doing. So I would look out for more videos from myself. You'll see me performing a lot, just promoting the album. So that's pretty much what the plan is for the rest of the year.
Hey, guys, you got to keep it up. Like I said, if you're an independent artist and you're watching this video, hit him up or hit me up if you didn't see it, and I'll send you his email and his information as well. And just remember, when someone books you, promote yourself.
Promote.
That's the best thing. And you want to be on a concert or in a platform, you have to bring the seats, bring the people in.
Put the people in the seats.
That's what I got to say.
You can't lose when you put people in the seats.
I love it because we're going to constantly be going. But again, shout out to all the nominees for this Saturday. Find out who's going to win. I guess you're going to have to find out on Sunday or Monday or Saturday evening when they blast themselves out. Like, I won. And then that's how you find out who won. But shout outs to them. And now shout outs to the people that are being voted in for the 2019.
Yeah. Shout out for the people voting.
Yeah.
Shout out to the voters.
For the voters, because without you guys, we would have not been breaking records. We're already at 10,000 votes in. And we only announced the opening 2 months ago, I think it was, right?
Nice.
About 2 months ago. So that means you guys got to throw in your songs right away because the votes are coming in. And these are, some people never even heard of the other people. They just heard the songs on the radio.
Exactly.
And they just click on I like.
Right, they just like the song. They like the music.
I like. So continue listening to the LDM radio station on all those platforms, iTunes, iHeart, and all these other stuff. Too many to go. The best thing is just to go to www.ldmradio.com, and then you see the platforms there that you want to listen to.
Yes.
But to me, it's easier just to listen to it on the website.
The website is probably the easiest, I would say.
But the how you call that? The stats show that it's not. People go to the website and then they click on a platform. Like, okay, the song is already playing, but hey, I'm all for it. I'm not complaining.
Whatever
I just don't
works.
understand why. Whatever works. As long as you're listening to the independent artists. But again, Admiral, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Shout out to all your events and much, much, much more that I hope. Hey, this is Charles Laloma.
And your girl, Admiral Garcia.
And you can watch us at the LDMShow.com,
YouTube,
Facebook,
and Instagram.
And everywhere else.
And women are better.
No, see, you jumped in. Learn how the men are better at this in the LDM Show.
No, women are better than the LDM Show.
Yeah, just watch us, LDMShow.com, every Thursday from 6 to 8. And then also listen to us on the LDM.
Got me, he's still